Hi everyone, it's Augustus here. I want to talk about gossip. People, they like to talk. They like to talk about others. And I have noticed that Hanford, the city I live in, people like to do that a lot. It seems like Hanford, Lemoore, Tulare, Visalia, Fresno, Kings County, Fresno County, Kern County, Tulare County. It seems like the adjacent counties all communicate with each other. Like, I almost want to say, like they're all part of maybe some organization, some bigger plot. Now, maybe some people would say that I'm paranoid, or maybe that I'm jumping to conclusions. However, I don't think that's the case because it just seems like wherever I go, there's always someone giving me a dirty look or watching me. They're not even necessarily giving me a dirty look, they're just watching. They won't say anything, but they'll walk by and they'll kind of look at me. Or, like for instance, I'll be in the supermarket shopping, minding my own business, and there'll be elderly people just shopping, but yet at the same time, they'll be watching me. Some of them will be giving me dirty looks, and it's like, I'm not doing anything to hurt these people. I'm not saying anything to hurt these people. Now, maybe they've seen my videos, and maybe they don't like how I'm expressing myself. It's my opinion. I'm going to express myself the way I want to. But that doesn't give them the right to talk about me and badmouth me behind my back, let alone slander me. That doesn't give them the right to do that. I realize that it's just as bad for me to say something as it is them. If anything, it's a lot worse for them to turn around and do what they've been doing over the years to me, which is basically slander and gossip. And that's what this vlog is about, gossip. I've just heard various things. I won't even go into detail because most of it's petty, but it's the fact that things are being said about me. And I live in a fairly small community in California, and the people here are so small-minded that they live in their own world and they think that everything has to be controlled by them and them alone. And when I say them, I'm talking about people who are upper class society members. I'm talking about people who wear robes, who wear certain insignias that have been around for years. And when I say years, I mean decades, centuries, thousands of years. And they all try to pass it off as some sorority or some, like, fraternity. And I don't buy into it. I don't believe it's just some men or women's fraternity or sorority. I don't believe it's just some club or organization. It's really all interconnected. I mean, you flip over a dollar bill and you see that sill on the back. No one wants to admit that it's connected. But everyone knows that it is, but yet they deny it. And yet the ones that openly speak out against it, they end up getting called crazy, or they end up being talked about. Like me. I openly admit to it, and then suddenly I'm shunned on. I'm pushed away. I'm excluded. You know, that really tells me that they have something to hide, and that they really are controlling and manipulating the rest of the world. Because this isn't just the only city that this problem occurs. It's everywhere. And when I say everywhere, it's all over the world. It's global. It's not just the United States. It's everywhere. And for people to sit there and ignore it or act blind to it, it tells me one of two things. Either, one, they are part of it and they want to deny it so they can keep it covered up. Or secondly, they want to remain blinded and remain naive so that when it does happen, they can just sit there and say, oh, I didn't know anything about it. It doesn't apply to me. Well, guess what? When it does happen, it is going to apply to you, and there's not going to be any excuse, and they're not going to let you get away with it. And then, here's the bigger surprise. When they do take control of the entire world, you're going to end up with an electrical collar around your human neck, and you're going to wonder what it's doing there. And every time you say the word no, someone remotely is going to be pushing that button, and you're going to probably either have your head explode or every nerve in your system fried. I mean, it may not even be a collar. It can be a chip, for all I know, at the base of the spine. I just, I hear about these things and I don't worry so much, but I do think that maybe what they are doing is a little far-fetched. I mean, I really don't have to even use their name. People know what I'm referring to. And for those that don't want to believe me, fine, don't. I don't care. For those that do, well, good for you. Research it some more. Look up all the information you can. Expose them. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they think that the biggest secret is when everyone knows, because then no one can expose them, because the truth is already out there. But what it is it's really a mind game. They'll deny certain things. They'll say, oh yeah, we did this, we did that. Oh, that's not our objective. Oh, that's not our goal. But in reality, it is. Their real goal is to take over the world. They want to say that they don't want to take over the world. Well, that's a big surprise, and it's a real big common misconception. They think they're world leaders. They think that by doing this, they're going to have control over the rest of humanity, and that they're leading us in a direction. They think that we're a herd of sheep, a flock, and we're not. We're not sheep. And we're not going to be the blind sheep anymore. There are others in this world that feel the exact same way. Slowly but surely, this world is waking up. And all the symbols are there. All the images, they're there. You just gotta look around and you'll see them. But back to what I was saying about gossip. people who expose those kind of individuals, they usually end up getting thrown in a padded cell, or they usually end up getting talked about or called crazy or called all sorts of names. And here's the thing. The ones that don't believe them, well, like I said, they're going to end up with a collar around their neck, and they're going to wonder what it's doing there. And then the ones that are fighting back are going to be pointing and laughing at those idiots for not believing them in the first place. And it's going to be a real sad situation because, well, here you are this whole time gossiping about me, and then when I've segregated myself from the rest of them, you're going to wonder, why isn't he helping me? Why isn't he saving me? Well, here's the thing. You badmouthed me. You talked bad about me. Do you really think I'm going to give a rat's ass about you? You really think I'm going to care about you? To the point where I'd save you or I'd help you? No. Because once you become their slave, and that's what it's going to become, world slavery, and it's not just going to be one race, it's going to be all races, all creeds, all nationalities, all religions. It's not going to matter. They're aiming for humanity. The best comparison I can give, and it's really far-fetched in this terminology, is I don't know how many of you have played Mass Effect and how many of you know what the Reapers are, but they're like the Reapers, and they're trying to indoctrinate humanity. And someone has already been indoctrinated. Now, I apologize if that spoils anything for anyone, but the game's been out for quite a while, and, well, yeah, that's a whole nother vlog, so I won't go into any more detail, but I apologize if that spoiled it. And as for, what you want to believe, that's your choice, but I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be blinded by everyone else's naiveness. You want to be naive? You go ahead and be naive. But I'm awake, and I'm aware of what's going on. So, despite what you want to think, okay, in the end, don't say I didn't told you so, because guess what? I told you so. And that's all I'm really going to say about that. I thank you all for watching my videos. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends and family these videos. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Please feel free to leave a video below. I will review the videos and I will post them. And again, favorite the videos, if you enjoy them. And thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it.